Of all of these stupid calls that I've had over the last 11 years as a cop, last night definitely took the cake. Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're having a fantastic start of your week so far. Real quick, I want to tell you guys, if you have not already, please be sure to sign up at patreon.com/officer401. I'm going to be doing a lot more exclusive content here soon, and it will make sense why once you register and you become a Patreon, I let you guys in on some secrets, and it will make sense why I will be able to get this content out to you. But on top of additional content, I'll also be doing more private live streams as well as one-on-one voice chat with you guys. Anyway, moving on. Last night, I got probably the dumbest call I think I've ever had in my life. If not the dumbest call, it definitely takes the top 5. So a lady called into dispatch wanting a police officer because her neighbor has Christmas lights. I'm not joking. She called because her neighbor has Christmas lights outside, and she wants to know if there is a Christmas light ordinance violation. Guys, I can't make this up if I tried. So usually with situations like this, I don't even bother responding. I'll just give the complainant a phone call. It's really not worth a 20-minute drive to talk to somebody about Christmas lights. So I end up calling this lady, and of course I introduce myself over the phone. And this lady basically tells me that her neighbor keeps their Christmas lights up all year round, and it's keeping her from sleeping. So right away I'm like, ma'am, how are Christmas lights keeping you from sleeping? And this lady's like, these people sit outside, they drink coffee, they smoke cigarettes, and their Christmas lights shine through my windows at night, and it keeps me awake. I said, okay, do you have blinds? You know, little blinds that go over the windows that you open and close. She's like, yeah, I have blinds on my windows, but when I close them, I can't get up in the morning. She's like, I'm a Yankee and I'm about to go over there and start a confrontation. Now, I thought that was funny because she didn't want this put out over the radio because in case her neighbor had a scanner, she didn't want them to know that she was the one calling. But you're about to go start a confrontation with them? And what does being a Yankee have anything to do with that? Does being a Yankee just entitle you to being a jackass? I was like, lady, listen, that's probably not a good idea, and no, we do not have a Christmas lights ordinance violation. And I'm sorry guys, if any of you live in a city that has a Christmas light ordinance violation, you live in a ridiculous city. So then she goes on to tell me that she has to close her window because the cigarette smoke from her next door neighbor goes in through her window and she can't breathe. Then she said she literally feels boxed in by this. She feels like a prisoner in her own house because she can't open up her windows. During this conversation, keep in mind, this is like, I think it was about 11 o'clock at night. I was literally parked on the phone in a parking lot, staring at a tree. I was just zoned out, completely zoned out, staring at this tree in disbelief that I was experiencing a snowflake live. And I think the best part about the whole conversation is that she went on to say how she lives in the ghetto. Let me tell you something, guys. The neighborhood that she lives in is about as far away from the ghetto as Mars is from Earth. We literally get like one call a week in this neighborhood where she's talking about, and it's usually for like a residential alarm that turns out to be nothing. In the last 3 years at this department, I've taken a report in this neighborhood maybe twice, and it was for like a petty, like somebody stole a plant. But in the past 6 months, the worst thing that's happened in this neighborhood is me having to tell 2 kids that were on private property that they can't fish on this person's private property. And this person that called it in was too scared to talk to the 2 9-year-olds that were fishing in his pond and tell them to move along. That's the kind of neighborhood I'm talking about. So she quickly jumps topics and she starts asking me where I'm from. I told her I'm from Texas originally, and she's like, oh, I used to live in Texas. I was a college professor there. Yes, a college professor. And I will leave it at that. But the fact that this lady was so bothered by Christmas lights and she just couldn't fathom how she was gonna get up in the morning with her blinds closed. Apparently this lady has never heard of an alarm on her phone. Apparently she uses the sunrise and roosters to get up in the morning. You know what? I should have told her that her neighbors have actually complained about what they see in her window every morning. Anyway guys, I had to share this little story with you. I wasn't off the phone 5 minutes with her and I knew I had to do a video about this call and how ridiculous it was. I figured you guys might enjoy hearing about the sheer stupidity of it. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Like I said, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. And if you are not already subscribed on Patreon, join us on Patreon and you get a ton of exclusive stuff coming up. And I really want to tell you guys what this secret is, but I can't do it yet. So sign up and you guys will learn the secret. It's already out there. I put it out there to my Patreon subscribers. But even after the secret's out, like I said, I'm going to start doing a lot more private live streams, one-on-one voice chat with you guys, and maybe some other goodies sprinkled in there as well. Either way, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you guys very, very soon.